In this video, I'm playing a 5-point match against XG and analyzing it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, so I can work on that. I appreciate your super thanks. These small donations help me continue to create a high-quality content that you enjoy. With the membership feature, you can get exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get them. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. So I'm playing a 5-point match against XG on a beautiful Jeffrey Parker board. The XG board is made by Rain. He makes some beautiful XG boards. There's a link in the description to where you can get them. I'm playing the turquoise blue checkers at the bottom, XG the white checkers at the top. Start with an opening 6-5. So that's the standard running play. And then a 6-2 is going to split. 6-5 again. So now I have an option. Usually on the second roll against this, what you do is you hit twice. Okay. However, when you've escaped the back checker, the primary focus is to escape the second back checker. Because if I do this and hit, it does a lot, puts 2 checkers on the bar, but if I'm hit with a 1, this checker goes all the way back, and now I have to worry about bringing 2 checkers back. In the early game, the biggest liability are the 2 back checkers. So you really want to focus on that. If you can get the second one back, I think this is the play. I'm still up by a lot. Now I can try to bring things home. 6-1 is going to make the 5-point. 3-2 is good. Now I have a 4th checker on the 8-point. This is useful because if I roll a double, like double 1, double 3, double 4, double 5, I can make 2 inner-board points or an inner-board point and the bar point without breaking the 8-point. Additionally, if I roll other point-making numbers like 3-1, 4-2, 5-3, 6-4, and 6-1, I'm able to make the point without stripping the 8-point. I'll still have that builder there. So that's very useful. Okay, 6-3. Let's stay back. Okay, double 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't want to do this blitzing play. Don't want to come in and make that. This strips things, makes things awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have a huge racing lead. A lot of builders here are a robust position to try to make inner-board points, and I'll probably be able to safety or bring these 2 down, clear the midpoint soon. So I'm looking to double next. Anytime when you're thinking of doubling on the next play, you want to decrease the volatility and limit the possible bad sequences for you where you won't be able to double. All right, 6-2, so now I'm going to double, and it's a take. So I can bring 2 down. That does leave an 8 shot, so 6-2, 5-3, and double 4. Double 2 does not hit. That's 5 numbers. Alternatively, I can productively make this point, although I prefer to make one of these points, but this is still good. You want to be safe when you're so far up in the race. Okay, 2-1, that's a good roll. Make the 5-point. All right, so now I can do this. So this leaves 5-3 and 6-2, 4 numbers, or I can do this. I think I like this better. It locks them in a little bit more, even though I'd rather make the 4-point, but this is still good. Still staying back. Okay, double 3. Okay, so now you have to be careful when you roll double. So I can play something like this and just try to bring things home. But this becomes awkward here. You don't want these checkers here. When you're bearing in general, you really don't want a lot of checkers on the bar point on the 7-point. The reason is because once you bear them in with large numbers, you're going to have to bear them deep, and that's going to be inefficient for the bear off. Additionally, here, let's see what I want to do. So I can do this and then make the point, and that's going to make things easy to come home. That's probably the DMP play. The alternative is this, that wins many more gammons because it keeps them on the bar. And a double gammon gets me to the Crawford game. So that's important. So I think it's either this or the attacking play. So when you have two plays you're considering, if they have something in common, do that first. So they both have this in common. So you do that first, and then you look at the rest. So then the question is, from here, with 2 3s to play, would I rather make the 10-point and try to bring things home or try to attack? So this shifting play is going to win more gammons because it puts a checker on the bar. It allows me to bring things home. It'll take longer for white to come around and save the gammon. However, it does create this gap here, which may prove to become an issue. At the same time, if you do this, this checker, there's more contact here. If I do this, if I roll like a 6 or something like that, like a 6-5, 6-4, 6-3 is not so good. It leaves an indirect shot, but I think this wins enough gammons that it makes up for it. 4-1 comes in, okay. 6-4, okay. So now, nothing's safe, so I think I'm going to have to hit. And then after hitting, I can bring this down. This is probably the DMP play, but that leaves a lot of blots. I think I'm just going to have to play like this. Okay, 4-3 hits. 4-2, okay. Now he's looking to double. So I am ahead a lot in the race, but I'm behind here. So white can hit with 5s and 4s, and that's going to be really dangerous because I don't have a lot of counterplay. These two checkers here basically are two checkers that I can't use constructively. Let's say white doesn't hit and plays something inside. Then I'm going to have to roll something. If I don't roll a 6, then I'm in trouble. And even if I do roll a 6, I'll probably leave a blot. Like 6-5 is really bad. 6-4 is really the only good number. 6-3 and 6-2 will leave a shot. You know, other numbers like 5-4, 5-3, 5-2, those are not good. I think I'm going to have to pass this one. Okay. 5-3 makes a 3-point. 3-1 makes a 5-point. 5-1 is going to come down. 6-2, I think I could do the split here. This is not so great because the 5-point is made, so it's not bearing on an interboard point, but I think this is the best play nevertheless. 3-2 is going to anchor. Double 5. Okay, so 1, 2, and then I'll safety this and bring this down. I'm ahead by 13 pips. I'm going to play safe. Now I'm trying to escape the back checker. 6-4. Okay, so now I'm up by 7 pips. I'm going to try to bring things home safely. Now I'm ahead 5 pips. Against the 21-point holding game, you usually want to be up about like 12 to 15% before you can double. So that was good. It creates a good landing spot. Double 5 is a good roll for racing. Okay, so 5-4. I'm going to try to bear things in on the higher interboard points. Always looking at the race. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The ideal bear-off structure is 7 on the 6.5 on the 5-point and 3 on the 4-point. If you're interested in learning more about that, I recommend Backgammon Boot Camp by Walter Trice. So I'm basically trying to do that. 2-1 is not a good racing roll. So the 5-3, the 3 I'm going to play here. The 5, it's whether I want to go deep like this or bring this here. Yes, these aren't that great here. I don't like it here because only 6 gets a crossover, but at least this 5 gets a crossover, and it doesn't go to the 2 or the 1. Okay, now it's even. Okay, so 6-5 is a good racing roll. Okay, now I'm up by 3. Okay, so I can play the 5 and then the 6 off, but I think I'd rather fill in this point like that. They're probably close. 5-1. Okay, so now I'm up by 8. I have 1 crossover. I have a good bear off structure, and I'm behind in the score, so I'm going to double. Take. Okay, good roll. Double 6 bears off 4 checkers. 2-1, so 2, and then I'll just fill in the gap. If I had a bigger stack on the 5, I might play 5-4. 4-2, just bears off 2 checkers. 5, and then fill in the gap. 1, 2, 3. Play the 4th one there. So that's gin. Okay, so now it's 2-2, 3 away, 3 away. At 3 away, 3 away, you want to double more aggressively because a single win on a 2Q gets you to the Crawford game. And then you want to take more cautiously for the same reason. 6-5 is going to run. 6-4 will anchor. 6-5 is going to run the other one. Okay. Trying to maximize contact. Now, so I can do this, but I'm up so far in the race, I just want to probably play safe. No need to do that. Okay, 4-1, that's a constructive roll. Okay, that one was really good. 1, 2, 3. And then I can cover, but I think I just bring it down. Now I'm up by a lot in the race. So what are the rolls that lose my market? Basically, anytime I clear the midpoint. So the doubles, double 6, double 5, double 4, double 3, and double 2. Also, there's 5-4. So that's really good. And I'm up by a lot in the race. Need to double more aggressively here. I think it's a double. Okay, it's a take. Okay, so now I don't necessarily want to strip this point, but what's plan B? So like I can hit here, but that's not good. I think if I do that, and I don't want to play the 5 there, or maybe I can and just do like that. The other thing would be like this. I don't want to break the midpoint. That leaves a double shot. So maybe I just play safe, keep my builders spread out. Okay. 5-1. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is try to build my board to make it a little bit more dangerous. Now I'll be able to hit a little easier. Okay. Double 2, that's a good roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just trying to safety. Is there anything else like this? No, I really want to clear the midpoint. Basically, when you're bearing in against contact, usually you want to clear from the rear. So that was the first, the current objective is to clear the midpoint. My next objective will be to clear the 9 point. Okay. 6 and 1, just preparing to clear the highest point. Okay, so here I'm just going to do this. Okay. Stripping the 9 point, trying to clear it. Okay. That was not good. Okay, so what I can do is something like this, but that strips the 6 point. It's really bad to strip the 6 point. I can do this and then play a 1 here. It does leave a bad double 6, but I really don't want to strip that 6 point. 2-1 again, so now I can make this point. Again, I don't want to do this because I need a little bit of flexibility here. Now he's going to run. Okay. Now the race is close, so I'm going to fill in both gaps here. 6. And the 1 right here. 5-2. Right, trying to get to the Crawford game. Fill in the gap. Okay, so here's the 1. And then the 4, fill the gap. Double 1. 1, 2, 3. And then I think this is better than the alternative. 6, 1. Play like this. 6 and 1. See, he filled in the gap there. Now double 5s are better. No, okay. So that's Jim. Now it's the Crawford game. So 3 away. I'm not worried about gammon losses. When the opponent is an even away and you're at the Crawford game, you don't want to lose a gammon because that'll get to another even away score, decrease the number of total games they need to win the match by 1. Okay, double 2. So here, so the default play for money is to do it like this. Here, I mean, I don't care about gammon losses, so I don't need to move that up. I don't need to deviate from the default here. Okay. All right, so now what I can do is something like this. That's going to save gammons, but this is the DMP-like play. Just brings the checker partially all the way out and hits. It does give a good 4 from the bar. So notice this. White cannot come in with a 4, but he can hit with a 4. That's called diversifying the numbers. So that's not a good thing for me, but the other benefits, I believe, outweigh it. Okay, double 3, 6, 4. Okay, so I can point on head. I can do something safe like this. I can make the bar point. This does block things in a little bit, but I really don't want to do that. I just want to bring things home safely. Okay, anchors, 4, 1. So I can make this point. I can play here and step up. I think the best is just the safe extra builder there. Okay, 6, 1. Now I think it's time to make a run for it. Don't have any good alternatives. I can make this point, but it doesn't do all that much and leaves a shot along with double 4 and 5, 3. So just run up by a lot, even if I'm hit. Still have some chances. 3 and then the 6. 4, 3 hits. 5, 4 hits back. All right. Okay, so now 6, 3. So what are the options? If I play the 6 here, I can't continue with the 3. I can cover. I can also make this point, but that leaves the block here. Don't want to really leave the block. I can do this and then play like this, but I don't want to do that. I think it's just this. If hits with the 6, they'll have to break, other than double 4. And the 6 to cover is duplicated to hit. All right, so that was a good roll. 6, 1. I'm going to come in and out. Now 5s and 1s hit. Missed. Okay, so 5, 4. So if I go all the way, it leaves a direct shot. I can play the 5 and then the 4, but then that leaves a direct 6 shot. So I can play the 4 and then the 5 safely behind. So now 4, 3 doesn't hit. Only 6, 1 and 5, 2, 4 numbers. Okay. Now I'm behind in the race. So I have to be careful. See, if I play like this, it does send a checker back, but then I'm in trouble. So I'll have to play the 6 here and the 1 here. I'm going to try to keep these back for contact. 2, and I'm going to make the board just in case I get a shot. 6, 5. So that's a good racing number. So I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. This breaks the contact, gives them more good rolls to escape. This one maximizes contact, but leaves 2 blots on the board. So if he escapes with 1 and I hit, I still have to cover. So I'm going to have trouble. This is kind of the middling play. I think this might be the best bet. 6, 2. Okay, so 5, 3. Can stay back, or I can do this. This one gets two crossovers and blocks double one and double two. Okay. 4, 2. Get the crossovers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then unstack the 5. 5, and then fill in the gap. 5, 1, 2. Okay, so now it's going to go to post-Crawford. All right, so now it's 4, 3 post-Crawford. I do have a free drop, but it's a take because I won the opening roll. So now it's DMP. I'm going to just make the anchoring. I could do this. This might be better. I don't really need an anchor so much at DMP. Although I am ahead in the race, this does reduce the midpoint with still two checkers back, but when you have an advanced anchor, it's not as big of an issue. I think I'll try making this play. I suspect they're close. Right, 4-2. At DMP, hitting plays are very common. Okay, so now, okay, so do I need to hit? I don't think so. I think I just come out here. Here, or I can come out here and step up one here. That duplicates the 4s that hit here with the 4s that cover. 6-1, so I can't move this back checker. I'll bring this ahead. And I can do this, or I can do this. So this leaves 3s and 2 1s, as well as 5-4. This leaves 4s and double 2, as well as 6-4. So I think this one's better. Okay. 6-2. I can make this point, but that leaves 2 blots. I think I just have to play safe here. 5-2. Okay, so here I can run, or I can do this. I don't necessarily want to make the ace point. I'd rather run, but I don't want to leave a direct shot there on 4. The other advantage of this is it gets rid of that pesky goalkeeper that's on the ace point. If he comes in with the 5 or something like that, it's a lot better for me. Like that, okay? Double 3 danced. Okay, 6-4 cannot come in. 5-2. Okay, so now if I come in with the 5, I can hit with the 2, which is nice, but I don't really want to leave a return shot like that. I can come in with the 2 and play the 5 nicely down, and I can't escape with 6s, so I think this is the play. Okay. Double 2, that's a good roll. 1, 2, 3, and then the builder here. If I play here, the builder is awkward and it leaves a double 5 shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now looking to skip double 4 is a good roll. I can make the 5 point. Okay. 3-1. Okay, so I'm going to play 3 here because I really need to escape. And the 1 I'm going to play here. That diversifies my numbers next because I can hit with 6s here, and now I can hit here with a 5. If I played the 1 like this, now 6s here and 6s here, it duplicates my own numbers. Always think about that. 5-2 hits back. Double 5 is a good roll. 1, 2, 3. I'm just safe. Okay. Now I'm trying to just break contact. 4-3 hits. 6-1 is forced. 4-1. Do I have to make a run for it? I think at DMP you do. If white makes the 5 point, I'm in trouble anyway. If white does not make the 5 point, then at least I have some chances. Like here. Okay, so that can't move, that can't move. There, I made the 5 points, so double 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6, and I have to come up with a 1. All right, hits. Six, 4. Looks like it's it. Now I'll analyze it. I'll go through each of the moves. So here's the move. And this is something important to do after each match. That's how you learn. Okay, so the viewers like it when I show the arrow. So the 6-5 is a simple run. And now here, this is the one I was talking about. Here with the 6-5, there, this was the right play, resulting in this position. Doing this is the wrong idea here. So I'll put it on a new XG board here, a new instance of XG. You hit Control-Shift-C for copy, and then Control-V for paste. And this is the position. Say I had 2 checkers back, so this is the second roll. Now it's correct to hit twice, like this. So this is a good learning lesson. When you've escaped one back checker, it becomes increasingly important to escape the second one. Okay, so then the 3-2 just had to play safe. The double 6 was good. I had to bring 4 down so that I could double, and here it was a double, and it was a take. So with the double decisions, what I like to do is paste it here. This was a take. Is there anything I could do to make it a pass? So let's say I have this. Now it's a pass because I don't have that. What if I have the 4-point instead? Still a pass. What if I have the 3-point? Just any extra point is a pass. So let's go back to the original position. And what if the opponent had a better board? And I'll bring 2 back to even out the race. Now it's still a double, but it's a much easier take. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so let's look at it at different scores. For money, you have to double, and it's almost a pass. Okay. Now, let's say I'm at 5 away, and the opponent is 4 away. It's a double, and it's a take. And if I'm 5 away, 3 away, now it's almost a pass. 5 away, 2 away, you have a very low take point as the leader. But still, it's almost a pass. So now let's say I'm at 5 away. I'm at 4 away, and the opponent is at 5 away. Now it becomes a pass because there are some gammons that win the match. And at 4 away, 5 away, you can double aggressively as the leader because you want to get to the 2-away score, or you can win the match perfectly with a double gammon. And the same thing at 4 away here, and 4 away, 3 away is also a pass. 4 away, 2 away is a pass. Now let's look at the 3 away scores. Start with 3 away, 5 away when I'm leading. Okay, so now it becomes still a double and still a take. What about 3 away, 4 away? Now it becomes a pass. Look at that. At 3 away, 3 away, you have to be careful. So 3 away, 3 away becomes a stronger double and a pass. And at 3 away, 2 away, it's a pass. You don't want to let him get to the Crawford game. And what about at the 2-away scores? At the 2-away, 5-away score, you can actually double a little bit more than others, but it's barely a no double. Okay, at 2-away, 4-away, now it'll probably be a blunder to double. Yeah. And at 2-away, 3-away, it becomes a pass. Very interesting. Okay, so let's continue. Then the 6-4 just had to play safe here. The 2-1 was good. 5-4 makes the point. The double 3. Okay, so this is the one where you kind of had to go through there. So this is one of the things I look at here. I'll just do the plus plus analysis so we can see. After the top play, I'm winning 84% of the time, whereas if I make this play, this is the DMP play, I'm winning 89% of the time. However, look at the gammon wins. 26.6% gammons versus 6.9% gammons. You're winning almost 20% more gammons and you're only losing about 5% more games. So if you hit Control-Alt-K and then go to gammon value, you see the gammon value is elevated relative to money. For money, it's 0.5. For here, it's 0.655. That means the gammon is more valuable here than at money because of what I stated. It gets you to the Crawford game. So that's why you want to go for the gammon winning play. And then this one, yeah, I played the safe play like this, but this one resulting in this position was much better. And looks like the reason is because if I'm hit, I'm in bad shape. But if I'm not hit, I have a lot more good rolls. So here. So this is the resulting position after the top play, and this is after the play I made. This is the dice distribution. So on the upper left shows how all the white's rolls play after I make the top play, and this is after the second play. And then this is the difference on the lower left. See, the red is bad, so any 4s are bad, but if I'm missed, it's really good. Over here, the ones where I'm missed, I'm not so good. So I gain a lot more when I'm missed here. So you have to think about how it plays when things work and when things don't work. So the other thing is looking at the second rolls. So this is how my second rolls play after the top play versus the second play. And you see there's so many more good rolls after the top play because of the resulting distribution here. If I'm missed, I can cover with 2s, 3s, 4s, and 9s. All the 9s would cover anyway. So that's a lot more. However, here, now it's only 2s and 9s. Okay, so that's a good lesson. You just kind of have to go big or go home. All right. And then here, and this was a redouble and it was a small pass. So let's see, is there anything I could have done to make it a take? Like, what if I had this here? Now it's a take. It was that killed checker. What if it's like this? Now it's still a pass. What if it's like this? Now it's a take. So this is a common question people have. Why is it a take? Why is it a pass? The computer doesn't tell me anything. How am I supposed to learn from XG? This is how you learn from XG. You modify the position and you see what happens, and you see the only change was moving this from here to here, and that makes it an easy take. So the fact that these two checkers were killed is the main reason why it's a take. And then you can adjust other things and look at that too. Okay, on to the second game. The 3-1 was clear. The 6-2. It was just a safe play here. Didn't want to leave all these shots. Okay. Then the double 5, just bring things around. The top plays were close. And the 6-3 just wanted to bring things home. 5-2 was safe play. 6-1's a good roll. Then that double 5 helped a lot for white. The 5-4 was just try to bring things in. Double 1, just try to bring things in to try to make that nice barrel structure. 5-3, yeah, these were close anyway. The 6-5 and then the 6-5 again. Looks like it was a little better to play this way, but they were close. Here is where I had the double, and it was a small double, but it was a comfortable take. So let's take a look at for money. For money, it's a take. Here, it's smaller because if he takes and wins, you get to the Crawford game. So let's look at it at 0-0 to 5, 5 away, 5 away. It's a double. When you're up 4 away, 5 away, it's much stronger. So now it's a borderline pass. But let's look at the other 5 away scores. So 5 away, 4 away, it's a borderline double. 5 away, 3 away becomes stronger. 5 away, 2 away, it's a borderline and it's weaker because the opponent can win perfectly. What about at the 4 away score? Now it's a double. 4 away, 3 away, same. 4 away, 2 away, it's a non-gammonish position, so it's an easy take. What about the 3 away scores? 3 away, 5 away. Yep. 3 away, 4 away. Now it becomes a pass. You see that? All right, so nothing special there, and there was nothing special here. That was just a bear off. We'll go to the next game. 6-5 was just running, and the 6-5 was hit and continue. And then here I had to play safe, then just bring things home safely. Okay, so it looks like this play was close. They were almost tied. And here at the 3 away score, it's almost a pass. So let's look at it at other scores, like for money. Look how easy it is to take. But at 3 away, you have to be careful. Okay, then I was just playing safe, making the board. The double 2 was good. It cleared that. 6-1, I just had to play safe. 5-1 makes the point. And here, I just had to play safe. Okay. 6-3 covers, 2-1 covers with 6-3. And then I'm just trying to bring things home. And it was basically a race, nothing special here to look at. And that was basically it. Went to the Crawford game. So with the double 2, yeah, no reason to deviate from the default play here. And here the double 2 is good to just run. Making the anchor is good, but you don't really need the anchor at this score. 6-4, I just had to play safe. Making the point on head was close, almost tied. Oh, okay, so it liked coming up, stepping up here. They were tied, actually, so that's fine. Here with the 6-1, I had to run. 6-3 here comes in and out. Then I was hit with the 5-4. It came back and hit again. 6-3, I just had to make that point. And then I was hit, come out there. 5-4. Okay, so it liked this. Okay, it does leave a shot, but then you have to break this and disconnect everything else from the army. Okay, that makes sense. And the 6-1, oh wow, it does like this. I guess because gammon losses don't matter. This is the resulting position after the top play, leaving 2 blots here and a third one there. And this is after the play I made. Basically, I'm behind big, so it really pays off to the double 6. So look at how double 6 plays here for white, and look at how double 6 plays here. This is a dice distribution. You see double 6 is a big swing. And the big rolls like double 5 and 6-4 are big swings here. Okay? So then back to arrow, 6-3, just play safe. And 2-1. Yeah, this one, too. You just need to maintain the contact here. This is what I did, resulting in this position. This one was the third option, and that was a blunder. Okay, so it's okay, I guess, because there are these blots in the board, but let's see what happens if you go and change the position and now put this here. Still you have to maintain the contact. Yes, it's probably because of the race. If the race were here, then let's see. Now you probably want to break from behind. Oh no, yeah, they're close. Okay. Then 5-3 and 4-2. There was nothing here. Okay, so then it was the final game, 3-2 split. It's a double and automatic take. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking about. It was right to anchor and bring one down. Um, don't get the benefit of making the 3-point, but I guess that's better. Um, you have the anchor in front of this blocking point, and then you bring this down. You're not making too deep a point. Okay? 4-2 hits and comes down with the 5-1. Okay, so it looks like 13-7 was best. Does leave a shot, can hit back with 2s and 6s, duplicated here, but it leaves a good position if I missed, rather than what I did here, and I don't really want to go up here. Okay, then this one. Ah, yes, I completely overlooked this. This was clear. This is what happens when you don't see all the right plays. Always be careful. You just hit and continue. Okay? 6-2, I just had to play safe here. And then the 5-2, yeah, again, I didn't want to run, just make the point on head. Then I couldn't move here. Then here was right to hit here and bring one down. Double 2 was good, like that. Double 4, okay, so what was this? Oh, it liked making the 2-point. Oh, this puts a lot of builders here, whereas this one doesn't put builders. Yeah, that's what I wanted you should do. You want to make this point. And the other thing is, 6s are good here, but 6s are not useful here. So this leaves 3s, 4s, and 5s possible builders, despite the fact that it leaves a double 6. Okay, that's a good one. Then the 3-1. Ah, you should just hit here. Just try to go for it. Yeah, that's what you have to do at DMP. Okay, and then the double 5 was just play safe. 6-3 was there, and that was basically it. I don't think there was anything else. The 4-1 I had to come up. The 6-5 was forced. Double 2 and the 6-1 just come out here, and that was basically it. So that was the match. Had some interesting positions. Anytime I play a match, I always go through it afterwards. This is the best way to learn and the best way to improve. If you want to start winning more games, you have to play better. So you have to improve. The best way to improve is by analyzing your mistakes. Go through every single move, even the ones that you got right. But if you got them right and it was a straightforward one, you can go through it quickly. If you got it wrong, you want to see why you got it wrong, change the position, modify it, look at the dice distribution to see what happens. And for cube actions, look at what are the upcoming sequences that make it good or bad, and look at it at different scores. That teaches you a lot about match play. So that was a 5-point match against XG. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. I appreciate your super thanks. These small donations help me continue to create the high-quality content that you enjoy. And with the membership feature, you can get exclusive access to the most popular videos. Again, my book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in the lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and until then, keep rolling your dice.